What up, nerds? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Leslie Smith, and today I would like to review a dark fantasy novel that I read recently called Gods of the Black Gate by Joseph Sales. This is the second book in the series, Book of Thrice Dead. It was published on February 1st, 2023. The first of each month hereafter, another book in the series will be done until all 6 books are out. If you haven't read the first book in the series, which is Prince of the Wasteland, I will put a link to that video review up in the cards as well as in the description box down below if you want to check that out. Book of Thrice Dead is a 6-part multiverse series that blends some of the best genres. I'm talking science fiction, horror, and fantasy, dark fantasy. If we take Joseph Sales' name out of the equation, and the reason why I say that is I will read anything he writes. Let's take his name off this book. Why else would I read this book? Well, I love dark fantasy, but you know what really cemented that I was going to read this book and love it? It features a serial killer. Y'all know I love a good serial killer novel. Now, Craig Smiley, the serial killer in Gods of the Black Gate, he's different. His murders were such that he is not only in prison, but he is in prison on Mars. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the audio. You heard me right. Space. He's in space. And then he escapes. So the detectives who are responsible for putting him in prison 7 years prior are being sent out to Mars to investigate. Actually, not so much investigate as to find him before he can somehow find a way back to Earth. Craig Smiley had something that a lot of the well-known serial killers have always had. Charisma. That charisma combined with his belief in this religion that he is spouting, the reason why he killed these women, he said they were actually sacrifices for these 7 gods. The way that he would talk to people about them, the more he would talk to them, he would get in their head and it would start making sense. People would begin to believe or at least question their own beliefs, and that was dangerous. Now, you can look at this book and you think, wow, that's skinny. I can sit down and read that in a day. No, 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 no. It's too intelligently written for that. You're going to want some time to think about some of the things you're going to come across in here, because while we are following a serial killer, there is a time frame, there's a deadline where these detectives need to find this man before he does whatever it is he's trying to do. The plot moves quickly, but there are some other things happening that tie into this whole multiverse that you're going to want to think about. At least I had fun thinking about it because I'm trying to figure out where this series is going to go overall as a whole. As of recording, I think this is my 6th book I've read by him, and I can't get enough. It's just phenomenal. In the book description on Goodreads and Amazon, there is a comparison between this book and the TV series True Detective. I would absolutely agree, except this is better and it has a much better pacing, which could be, now that I think about it, it might be because we're privy to the detective's inner monologue and we don't get that in the TV show, which probably would have helped me like that show a little more. I like the show, I just felt it was really slow. For those of you that know me pretty well, you know I'm going to take a written version over a TV show, and this to me was way better than True Detective. In my opinion, Gods of the Black Gate was a solid 2nd book of this series. I have no idea where the 3rd book is going to go, but it is called Horsemen of the Apocalypse. It's going to be out in March. I will be reading and reviewing that one very soon, so you can see how the series is going to progress. I hope it's one you're interested in picking up. I know a few of you have reached out to me and told me you got the first one and loved it, so I'm excited to hear your thoughts on the 2nd one. Thank you all so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope I was able to give you enough information for you to decide if this is a series that you might want to pick up for yourself. You'll have to let me know down in the comments. Y'all have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one.